House Vice President is here to thank the Prime Minister for giving up concession after concession after concession in the renegotiation of NAFTA. He basically gave Trump absolutely everything he wanted. The Prime Minister made major concessions on dairy, on pharmaceuticals, on automobiles. He failed to stand up for Canada. Why did the Liberals capitulate to the U.S. on every single one of their trade demands?
The Honourable Minister of Transport.
We should drop our demands and rush into a bad deal and capitulate. Canadians can be glad that we did not follow their lead and stood firm for a good deal. If we had followed their advice, we wouldn't have a Chapter 19, something that we would have completely dismantled supply management. We would have had to have devastating effects on our auto sector, and within 5 years we would have had a sunsetting of the deal. We stood up for Canadians. We got a great deal, Mr. Speaker.
The Honourable Opposition House Leader.
Well, I'll tell you who does think it's a great deal, and that's Donald Trump. He's very happy. You know, the Prime Minister said he wouldn't give in to steel or aluminum quotas, but guess what? He did. The so-called meaningful surge clause means that Trump gets to decide how much Canadian steel or aluminum is too much. And if Canadians suffer or jobs are lost, oh well, too bad, because guess what? The Liberals signed away our ability to retaliate. This is a once-in-a-generation opportunity to get this right, and they blew it. Mr. Speaker, why won't the Prime Minister admit he failed Canadians again?
Honourable Minister of Transport.
Mr. Speaker, unlike the Conservatives, we know how important it is to stand up for Canadians. It was our government that defended the Canadian steel and aluminum industry. It is our government that put in place $16.6 billion in countermeasures, the most drastic trade action since the Second World War. The Conservatives wanted us to stop arguing with the United States and not have any counter tariffs. We stood up for Canadian steelworkers and the aluminum industry, and guess what? We won.
Order. The Honourable Opposition House Leader. Order.
One third place, I guess, and maybe the Liberals will think that that's a win. The Prime Minister didn't stand up for Canadian jobs. He stood up for American jobs. The Prime Minister did not stand up for steel and aluminum industry. He took away our right to retaliate. The Prime Minister didn't get one concession from Donald Trump. He gave the Americans absolutely everything they wanted. Does the Prime Minister realize, and this is serious, Mr. Speaker, Canadian jobs and Canadian industries are going to suffer again because of this Prime Minister's failure? Does he realize what he has done? This once-in-a-generation opportunity, he blew it.
Honourable Minister of Transport.
Mr. Speaker, should I remind the Conservatives that in the last 3.5 years, we have created 1 million jobs. We will compare our record in 3.5 years to everything the Harper government did during the last 10 years. The new NAFTA deal preserves our vital access to the U.S. market. And do you know how much that is, Mr. Speaker? It's $2 billion every single day. This is the most important trade deal in the world, and we got it right.